last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. You know, people are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they're not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve.
By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like, you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's, like, less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out, and then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. You have to turn yourself into the ultimate warrior princess of Wakanda.
Don't scare me like that, colonizer.
While we thought we could get through another Halloween without anyone doing blackface, we have to talk about this one. After watching that, if you're thinking, it's not that deep, no one cares, you've already fallen for one of two traps in that video. Because the power of stereotypes isn't that they're always overt, it's that they don't have to be. She starts out by framing this monologue as if she's going to give helpful advice to black women.
You must wake up with that mindset, okay? Like white girls have to manifest things, you have to manifest too.
But it's really a mock tutorial that, one, reduces black women to fighters and spectacles.
Just, you people fight every day.
Two, portrays women as animalistic, hyper-aggressive, and responsible for their own oppression.
By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, you people—
Three, fetishizes black women's bodies.
Black women fight, they're always naked. And I don't know if they're trying to intimidate their partner by their glorious body, or if they are just a victim to their clothing choices.
And four, equates femininity and adornment with moral and physical failure.
Do you see warriors glammed up? You must wear earrings that are small. You must never wear weaves. Weaves can be grabbed and pulled. To any of the black females angry at me in the chat, I just gave you the best—
Now, the fake self-help tone is key. It's not about advice, it's about humiliation. Specifically for the It's Not That Deep crowd, did you know that the Sapphire stereotype emerged in the mid-20th century and was popularized by the character Sapphire Stevens on the radio and TV show Amos and Andy? And that character drew on much older caricatures of black women as loud, domineering, and emasculating from slavery, Jim Crow, and minstrel traditions. And over time, it became one of the foundations of what we now call the angry black woman trope. The function of the ABW stereotype is simple but effective. It invalidates black women's anger by framing systemic harm as personal failure. However, by calling black women
warrior princes of Wakanda,
she attempts to reference the black empowerment and Afrofuturism of Black Panther, but then uses it to mock black women's strength as aggression. She's not critiquing, she's misquoting the culture. And she didn't lose the plot because she never understood it. Because strength, something black women often need just to survive, becomes proof of aggression to her. That's classic Sapphire logic. But here's the second trap. Anytime a black woman dares to critique a video like this, even lightly, she's cast as the angry villain in someone else's script. Black women and the community as a whole shouldn't have to choose between silence about racism or punishment for naming it. Calling out blackface isn't aggression, it's self-defense. If that makes you uncomfortable, it's because you've mistaken simplicity for truth and comfort for understanding.
So now Halloween has come and has passed, and once again someone had to ruin it. Every single year there is always that one person who thinks that painting their faces black is funny or deeper. Now, this time there is this lady who went ahead and said that the costume she could find most horrifying was to paint herself as a black woman. And now, a black woman who is angry about the EBT card. And that's what she said in videos. And yeah, that's not some sort of horror idea, but that was not a joke. That's racism in plain sight and simple. Now, let's be real. These were never about Halloween to start with. It's about hate. It's about attention. And this lady, she wanted to be the agent of chaos, in her own words, but she did not actually make it because people were not even mad to get that, because they have gone ahead and seen all these things almost each and every Halloween. And now that's what they call a rage bait. Okay, people like her do all these racist things on purpose just to get reactions, to get attention, to be to even go viral. So they can get famous, and maybe they can start the GoFundMe things, and they want to also get cancelled. They also want to be the trend of the day, because now being racist has become some sort of business. But
who are you doing this for?
Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to anger? You really think that you putting on a whole bunch of dark makeup and talking about getting your nails done, and wanting fried chicken and watermelon, you think that upsets us? I promise you it doesn't. I don't even like watermelon. My hair comes from the scalp, right? That was supposed to really piss us off, right? Shaniqua. Pathetic. That's what it is. You look uncomfortable as hell right now. You look nervous as hell. Because every time y'all want to be racist, y'all go to these stereotypical characters. And you knew better than to go outside looking like that, because you know better. If you was really about that life, you would have went outside and got that chicken looking just like that. If you was really committed to the bit. I got my nails did. I believe you have a child that also has a black father. That is so disheartening. This is the problem that I have with interracial dating, specifically black men who date white women, because black men continuously go out and date white women and procreate with them, produce with them, have children with them, and these white women do not like black people, and they inherently pass that disgustingness onto their children, form of abuse, self-hate, or they completely erase anything culturally connected to the black side of that child. And it is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so fucking frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating because and that's why I don't typically give black women who date outside of the community as hard of a time as I do black men, because black women usually there's always an exception to the rule, but usually when a black woman dates a man who is not black or is not a part of the community, he is usually we don't usually go out and get a Chad. We don't usually go out and get a Chad. And if we do get a Chad and hung around the bros for a little bit. He knows code. He knows ball a little bit. And then we are left to have to deal with the consequences of your penis's actions. I don't like that at all. I feel bad for that child, because if she is this disgusting online, I can only imagine how disgusting she is at home. And there's a possibility that she's not even like that offline, because I'm sorry, I don't believe the bit. I'm not convinced at the level of racism that you have. I'm not convinced. I've seen racism and you don't seem like you know ball. Real shaky, your voice is trembling a little bit. You didn't even want to go outside and be racist. What do you like, level 1, level 2? Like, which level are we at right now?
But here's the truth. Nobody will ever actually admit, because it's not hate what she's showing. It's jealousy, because the same people who go ahead and mock these black women are the same who are trying to look like them, because they get their lips, their hips, and also their hairstyles, and also the rhythm. But they don't want the struggle which comes with being black, because they want the style of the blacks, their strength, their glow, but they are not ready to face the reality. They just don't want anything that comes with the struggles of the black women. They want to borrow the culture, but they don't want to carry the disrespect which comes with the same people. And that's why it's not just an ignorance, it is obsessions. They can't come ahead and tell us that they hate something while they are trying every day to just look like it. And what makes it even worse is that 5 years ago, someone like that would have also destroyed someone's career by doing so. Because when it comes to the white women, if you try to do the same, one can risk their jobs. But now, people do it so boldly, proudly, and they are trying to show that racism can become a trend. And that's what shows how far now the society has fallen. We have reached a point where people can just paint themselves black, they can mock a certain race, and they can call it whatever they want, and essentially they'll say that that's their freedom of speech. But if you look down, this is not about a freedom of speech. That's just evil trying to dress up in some sort of edgy manner. This is how they try to make racism normal again, and now they are trying to push this line further and further, so that the real hate starts like just a joke. And now, before we even notice it, they will have also normalized racism as if it's nothing to worry about. But let's make something clear. Black people are not costume. They are not Halloween theme. They are not a joke to experiment over. Their skin, their culture, their pain, that's not something you go ahead and start to play with. And the fact that someone still don't get it even now in 2025, this shows that the fight against racism is far from over. But it also shows that the black people are so strong because no matter how much they are mocked, they keep on shining. They hate them, but they can't stop watching them. They insult them publicly, but they cannot stop copying them. They fear them also, but also they cannot stop needing them in their society. And that's real, because there were some women who were saying that they miss black people because they thought that moving to a place where black people were not present, they would feel comfortable. So when this lady came ahead and used this theme for Halloween, that did not actually scare anybody. That's just a reminder of how they are scared about the black people. They are scared about the black beauty. They're also scared about the black power and also the black truth, because the real horror is not about being black or the EBT card. The real horror is that black women, they know their worth and how much the society needs them. A black woman can go ahead and speak up for herself, and she cannot tolerate the fact that the society wants to intimidate her. A black woman also refuses to be the joke of the day, and that's what we call out here, because every single time these whites try to intimidate blacks when they get a chance to use it as a joke, but inside those jokes there are some reality which lies in there. And now let me know what you think about what this lady did. Is it fair for black women, or it needs to be called out?